In life, many people visit temples to burn incense and worship Buddha, but many still wonder if Buddha and Bodhisattvas are truly blessing them. While we may not directly see Buddha or Bodhisattvas, in reality, everyone encounters them in different forms throughout their lives. The signs we experience may be the protection and blessings from the Bodhisattvas. Let's explore these signs and learn how to recognize the presence of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in our lives in this article, shared by the Mindful Buddha channel. The teachings of the Diamond Sutra, recognizing Bodhisattvas in disguise. The Diamond Sutra, one of the key texts in Mahayana Buddhism, presents a profound teaching about the nature of Bodhisattvas and the ways in which they help sentient beings. Among the teachings, one of the most striking is the story of Manjushri Bodhisattva and his role in guiding beings toward enlightenment. Manjushri, accompanied by his 10,000 followers, is depicted as always present, offering sermons to help all beings on their spiritual journey. In Buddhist scriptures, Manjushri is most often associated with Mount Wutai, a sacred mountain that is believed to be the Bodhisattva's primary abode. Many devout followers make pilgrimages to Mount Wutai, hoping to meet Manjushri and receive his blessings. However, despite their sincere efforts, few people ever actually see him. This raises an important question. Why can't we see Manjushri, even when we travel so far to seek his guidance? Hey there, where are you from? I want to know which city you're watching our video from. Please leave a comment so we don't feel lonely. A small action like this will motivate us to make more videos. Thank you and much love to you. The answer is not that Manjushri does not appear, but rather that we do not recognize him when he does. Bodhisattvas like Manjushri manifest in many different forms, tailored to the specific needs and conditions of those they seek to help. As the teachings of the Diamond Sutra suggest, Bodhisattvas often appear in ways that are not immediately recognizable. For example, Manjushri may show up in forms that reflect the individual needs of the person he is helping, whether as a wise monk, a powerful ruler, or even as someone who embodies poverty, courage, or disability. This teaching invites us to broaden our understanding of how divine assistance works in our lives. The true nature of Bodhisattvas is that they are not bound to any one form. They are infinitely adaptable, taking on whatever guise is necessary to assist sentient beings in overcoming suffering and moving toward enlightenment. Manjushri, for instance, could appear as anyone you meet during your journey, be it a kind stranger who offers help, a fellow traveler who shares wisdom, or even someone who challenges you, forcing you to confront your own limitations. The Diamond Sutra teaches that every person you meet may be a bodhisattva in disguise, a living incarnation of wisdom and compassion sent to guide you on your path. The challenge, however, is recognizing them as such. Often our inability to see through the surface of things prevents us from identifying these divine manifestations. We may dismiss the wisdom or kindness of others, or overlook moments of guidance that come in unexpected forms, simply because they don't match our preconceived ideas of what a bodhisattva should look like. This concept is echoed in the teachings of the Buddha, who stated, "Maitreya is the true Maitreya," meaning that Maitreya's true form is not limited to a single incarnation, but exists in countless avatars that appear throughout time. Similarly, bodhisattvas are constantly manifesting in various forms, always present to help sentient beings. These avatars or manifestations might appear at critical moments in your life, when you are in need of support, guidance, or protection. The help you receive may come from a variety of sources: a friend, a teacher, a stranger, or even someone you initially view as an adversary. The key to receiving the blessings of bodhisattvas is recognition. When we fail to recognize the divine presence in the people we encounter, we miss out on valuable opportunities for spiritual growth. The noble people you meet in life, those who offer a helping hand at just the right moment, may very well be bodhisattvas sent to guide you. The lessons and blessings they bring can help you overcome difficulties, heal your mind, and progress on your spiritual path. All right. If you're new to this channel, Mindful Buddha warmly welcomes you. If you enjoyed this video, Please hit the subscribe button and remember to turn on the notification bell to catch our upcoming content. Buddhist teachings encourage us to look deeper into the nature of the people we meet and the circumstances we find ourselves in. In every interaction, there is the potential for a bodhisattva to appear, offering us a lesson or a gift that can aid us in our journey. Every person, every situation, and every encounter is an opportunity to recognize the divine presence that surrounds us. To truly embrace this teaching, we must cultivate mindfulness and awareness. We need to open our hearts and minds to the possibility that the help we seek may not come in the way we expect, but in the form of someone or something that we might not recognize at first glance. By shifting our perspective and becoming more attuned to the signs around us, we begin to see the bodhisattvas in our midst, appearing in many forms, always ready to guide us toward enlightenment. The Diamond Sutra offers a beautiful reminder that the bodhisattvas are always with us, not just in the mountains or in temples, but in the very fabric of our everyday lives. By recognizing their forms in the people we meet, we invite wisdom, compassion, and transformation into our own hearts. The story of the devout man at sea, a lesson in recognizing bodhisattvas' help. There is a well-known Buddhist story that offers a profound lesson on recognizing the assistance of bodhisattvas in our lives, even when it comes in unexpected forms. A devout man found himself stranded at sea, facing the threat of drowning. Desperate and terrified, he fervently prayed to Guanyin Bodhisattva, asking for divine intervention. As he struggled against the violent waves, a log suddenly floated by. He had the opportunity to climb onto the log and save himself, but instead he disregarded it, believing that Bodhisattva would send a more miraculous, direct form of rescue. Soon after, a boat appeared, and the boatman offered to take the man to safety. But the devout man, still waiting for a miraculous intervention, rejected the boatman's offer, convinced that only Guanyin could rescue him in a dramatic and personal way. As the tide rose and the land he was clinging to began to submerge, the man tragically drowned. After his death, the man found himself in the presence of Guanyin Bodhisattva. With great compassion, she explained, "I appeared to you as both the log and the boatman to save you, but you did not recognize me." This story highlights an essential truth. Bodhisattvas often offer help in ways we may not immediately recognize. The man's inability to see the log and the boatman as manifestations of Bodhisattva's compassion is a reminder that divine assistance does not always come in the form we expect. We often pray or hope for a miraculous solution, yet the help we need might arrive in a form we least anticipate. The key lesson from this story is to remain open and aware of the signs and opportunities around us. While we might expect aid to come in specific grand ways, the bodhisattvas may send it through more humble, ordinary means. The log and the boatman were both ways in which Guanyin answered the man's prayers. By learning to recognize these forms of help, we can more fully receive the blessings of the bodhisattvas in our everyday lives. This story encourages us to be mindful and to cultivate the ability to recognize the many forms of help and compassion that come our way, even when they do not appear as we imagine. Sometimes, the most significant blessings come in the most unexpected of forms. The second sign, encountering difficult people. In Buddhism, a second sign that bodhisattvas may be watching over you is when you frequently encounter evil people or individuals who cause harm, those who engage in actions like violence, theft, or deceit. While encountering such people can be troubling, it is important to understand that these individuals may actually be sent by bodhisattvas as a test for your spiritual growth. Even though they might harm you, their presence can serve as a tool for eliminating negative karma and fostering personal development. In fact, the way you respond to these individuals can help you cultivate compassion and patience. The Vimalakirti Sutra, a revered Buddhist text, teaches that all beings, including those who appear to embody evil, are actually manifestations of bodhisattvas in disguise. These evil appearances are employed by bodhisattvas to challenge sentient beings, testing their reactions and encouraging them to grow spiritually. The sutra suggests that even harmful people serve as important instruments for spiritual development, guiding you toward greater wisdom and compassion. A notable example from the Buddha's life is Devadatta, a man who initially opposed the Buddha and caused harm to him and his followers. Despite his hostility, Devadatta eventually underwent a profound transformation and became a bodhisattva, showing that even those who act in harmful ways have the potential for spiritual growth. His story illustrates that negative interactions can sometimes lead to positive outcomes when seen through the lens of spiritual development. In our daily lives, we too may encounter people who cause us pain or difficulty. From a Buddhist perspective, these individuals are not obstacles, but rather opportunities for us to purify our karma. When we face harm or cruelty, instead of reacting with anger or frustration, we are encouraged to view these experiences as valuable chances to practice patience, forgiveness, and compassion. These challenges help us eliminate bad karma and cultivate virtues that will ultimately lead to spiritual advancement. Therefore, when faced with difficult people, it is essential to approach them with a mindset of transformation. Instead of complaining or resisting, see these interactions as tests that allow you to grow spiritually, accumulate positive karma, and develop deeper compassion for all beings, no matter their behavior. The 4 signs that remind you to accumulate blessings. Buddhism teaches that all phenomena in the world are interconnected by cause and effect. When certain signs appear in your life, they may be reminders from Buddha and Bodhisattvas that it's time to accumulate blessings. Many people wonder how they can know if they've met the Buddha or Bodhisattvas. In reality, they've already encountered them, but haven't yet recognized them. Buddhism provides 4 signs to watch for. Things are going wrong. When everything seems to go wrong, it could be a sign from the Buddha or Bodhisattvas that you need to be cautious. Misfortune may be a result of evil causes, and continuing on the wrong path could lead to greater suffering, irritability, or unrest. If you find yourself increasingly troubled, restless, or irritable, it could be a sign that your blessings are diminishing. Buddha and Bodhisattvas may be warning you to accumulate more positive karma. Bad karma leads to inner unrest, while good karma brings peace and clarity. Nightmares and vivid dreams. People who do good deeds and accumulate blessings often have beautiful dreams, while those who engage in negative actions may experience nightmares. If you've been experiencing disturbing dreams, it could be a warning that your blessings are dwindling. This is a sign to act quickly and work on accumulating blessings before they are completely exhausted. Frequent illness. Physical illness can be a manifestation of the karmic results of good and bad deeds. If you've been frequently ill, it might indicate that your blessings are running low. If you don't accumulate blessings, your life may come to an end sooner than expected. How to increase your blessings. A guide from Buddhist teachings. In Buddhism, certain signs in your life might suggest that your karma is unbalanced, or that you're experiencing the effects of past negative actions. However, these signs are not meant to be feared, but rather recognized as opportunities for change. Reminders from Buddha and the Bodhisattvas that there is still time to adjust your course. To reverse negative circumstances and increase your blessings, there are 4 key actions you can take. Be filial to your parents. Filial piety, or honoring your parents, is one of the highest virtues in Buddhism. By showing respect, care, and love for your parents, you not only fulfill a fundamental moral duty, but you also generate immense merit and reset your karma. This act of honoring family fosters positive energy and blessings in your life. Release animals. In Buddhist practice, the act of releasing captive animals, known as fang sheng, is considered a powerful way to generate merit. By freeing creatures that are trapped or in captivity, you create positive karma. This act of compassion brings blessings into your life, as it reflects the value of kindness and respect for all living beings. Observe the precepts and cultivate yourself. Buddhism teaches that by following the ethical precepts, such as refraining from killing, stealing, and lying, you can purify your mind and actions. This purification leads to greater wisdom and spiritual growth. Self-cultivation through meditation, mindfulness, and study of Buddhist teachings helps you align your life with positive energy, which naturally attracts blessings. Engage in charity. Acts of charity, whether through donating time, money, or resources, are central to creating positive karma. Buddhism teaches that helping others not only benefits those in need, but also enriches your own life. Cultivating good relationships, practicing generosity, and supporting the community generate a cycle of goodwill that attracts blessings into your life, reinforcing a path of peace and abundance. Understanding cause and effect in Buddhism. Buddhism emphasizes the profound importance of understanding the law of cause and effect, karma. It teaches that everything you experience, whether positive or negative, is the result of your past actions. If you wish to invite more blessings into your life, it's essential to grasp that good deeds lead to positive outcomes, while harmful or negative actions often bring suffering. By practicing kindness, showing respect to others, and cultivating compassion, you can accumulate blessings, transforming your life for the better. An enlightening story shared by a friend helps illustrate this principle. Initially skeptical about the transformative power of Buddha worship, he had a life-changing experience when he visited a temple and met a 99-year-old monk. The monk told him that if he recited 3 specific phrases in front of the Buddha, good fortune would come his way. Curious, the friend recited the first phrase, "Everything is created by the mind." Shortly afterward, he began to notice an improvement in his emotional state, experiencing less stress and trouble in his daily life. This story mirrors a key Buddhist teaching, that the mind shapes our reality. By changing our thoughts and cultivating a positive mindset, we have the power to change our experiences and attract better circumstances into our lives. The mind is seen as the origin of all phenomena, and through mindfulness and mental discipline, we can manifest positive outcomes. In Buddhism, this understanding of cause and effect is a cornerstone for living a more peaceful and fulfilled life, as it reminds us that our present situation is a reflection of past actions, and that we can always improve our future by cultivating virtuous habits now. Ultimately, Buddhism teaches us that life is a manifestation of our mind. By cultivating compassion, gratitude, and positive thoughts, we can transform our external reality. As you interact with others, approach them with respect and compassion, recognizing that every being is a manifestation of the Buddha or Bodhisattva. By following the path of mindfulness, kindness, and respect, you will attract blessings into your life and help those around you do the same. Embrace the teachings of Buddhism and trust that the Buddha and Bodhisattvas are always watching over you, guiding you toward a life of peace, happiness, and enlightenment.